Okay, as the song goes, the weather outside is frightful. Looking at the calendar, it's not supposed to be winter for another week. This is December 13th. Mother Nature, you're ahead of yourself. Welcome back to Rob's Feed today. This is episode number 91. And I'm Rob Shendel. My desktop widget tells me that here in Chicago, it's 12 degrees now. Now I'm waiting for it. I haven't seen it yet, but it's going to happen real soon. The right-wing wingnuts are going to be on the tubes all over the place saying, see, there's no such thing as global warming. Bullshit. It's not global warming, it's climate change. And that's responsible for a lot of things that have been going on these days, all in the last year. Earthquakes, hurricanes, that's what climate change creates. Oh, but no, there's no global warming. Otherwise, how can it be 12 degrees in Chicago on December 13th? Right. Recently, the bar I work at was featured in a full page of pictures, and yours truly was right down there in the lower left-hand frame. And I have gotten such great notice about that photograph that I really thought I should share the page with you and that photo as well. Here it is. I have another photograph I'm really looking forward to showing to you, but I'll show you that at the end of the episode. From the Techno Geek Files, I've got some good news. Those of you who watch this show on YouTube, you get to see all the episodes of the forthcoming episodes, because I think it will apply to Rob's Feed today. They've dropped the 15-minute limit. Now, that's usually not a problem, but once in a while I'll start ranting about something and the clock will go on, then it'll be past 15 minutes of time. So those episodes that happens, in which that happens, I don't get to upload to YouTube. I can upload it to YouTube, but they just don't do anything with it. But now apparently that's all changed, so we're looking forward to that. If you're new to Rob's Feed today, welcome. I hope you subscribe and visit us again. We lost one of the great ones last week, a dynamic woman and friend of the gay community passed away from breast cancer. I'm talking about Elizabeth Edwards. And enough said about her marriage and how that failed, but it just sickens me so that the idiots of the Westboro Baptist Church chose to protest at her funeral. Here's their call to rally. How people can have that much hate in their hearts to be able to do this. Even I posted an article about that planned protest on Facebook. And even people who I know to be very, very conservative in their political views responded saying it was so inappropriate, and it was. But I want to congratulate the 300 people who showed up outside of Elizabeth Edwards' funeral this weekend. Actually, I wanted to find out what had happened. Had the protest from the Westboro Baptist Church been successful? Did it fuck things up? What happened? Not one piece of no story about it anywhere. And finally, on Talk Radio today, on Stephanie Miller's show, she talked about it. But it was a positive thing because there were 300 people who showed up and made a little circle around the 5 people who showed up from the Westboro Baptist Church. But the press and the media and the funeral goers couldn't see them. Totally foiled the efforts of the hateful Westboro Baptist Church. Right on. That's great. I'm so pleased. And I'm also pleased to tell you about that little anecdote today, December 13th. It's No Hate Day. I'm going to read from the website now. On November 4th, 2008, Proposition 8 passed in California, amending the state constitution to ban same-sex marriage. The defeat provoked the groundswell of initiative within the GLBT community at a grassroots level, with many new political and protest organizations being formed in response. The No Hate campaign is a photographic silent protest created by celebrity photographer Adam Buska and his partner Jeff Parsley. Photos feature subjects with duct tape over their mouths, symbolizing their voices being silenced by Prop 8 and similar legislation around the world, with no hate painted on one cheek in protest. Nearly 2 years since its inception, the No Hate campaign has grown to over, it says 5,500 faces. I know better. It's 6,500 faces, and continues to grow at an exponential rate. The campaign began with portraits of everyday Californians from all walks of life, and soon rose to include politicians, military personnel, newlyweds, law enforcement, artists, celebrities, and many more. The No Hate campaign has received overwhelming support from around the world, appearing on various local and national news programs and publications. The images are currently being used on various social networking sites to spread the message of equality, predominantly on Facebook and Twitter. Eventually, the images are to be compiled for a large-scale media campaign. On December 13th of 2009, the city of West Hollywood awarded the new No Hate campaign with a proclamation declaring the day as official No Hate Day. A year later, on December 13th, 2010, the No Hate campaign will be celebrating its second anniversary, commemorating 2 years since the organization began. Also from their website, I'm reading, we've really come a long way. We have all of you to thank for that, including the open photo shoot we're holding in Hollywood on Monday. In 2010, the No Hate campaign has held a total of 22 open shoots in 17 different cities and 10 states. We are so incredibly blessed that we were able to spread our message in so many new cities we hadn't yet had the opportunity to visit, and we were equally glad to have the opportunity to visit many of the cities we've been in the previous year. Can't wait to see which cities we're able to visit in our next year. Each and every one of you inspires us to continue what we do, and we can't thank you enough for the huge outpouring of support all over the country. No matter where we went, all of you were so gracious and supportive, and truly made every place we went feel like home all over again. A huge shout out goes to all our volunteers in every city who make our open shoots possible. All of you are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our anniversaries are always bittersweet as we remember the reasons our campaign began in the first place, and the fact we're still fighting to achieve our equal rights today. These past few months have been particularly tough as the world's attention was called to the LGBT community and the tragic loss of so many gay youth. Now more than ever, it's important to use this occasion to celebrate the activists in all of us and use our voices to bring the issue of equality and acceptance into the spotlight. We have a responsibility to make the world better for not only our gay youth, but every kind of person that's discriminated against, and we have to do it now. The good news, there are ways you can get involved in the campaign and its mission to spread awareness no matter where you are in the world. We hope you join us in making December 13th No Hate Day all over again and remind the world of how much work there is to do. If you happen to live in the Los Angeles area, tonight's tonight, Monday, December 13th. You are invited. No cover charge. Raffles, giveaways, and more. The No Hate campaign's second anniversary celebration. Photo shoot from 5 to 7 p.m. Live music, 10 p.m. to midnight at Wonderland, 1835 North Cahuenga Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. I can't be there, but if I lived in Los Angeles, I'd surely be there. That's at Wonderland, 1835 North Cahuenga Boulevard. Adam and Jeff will certainly be there. And, I really like those guys. I've been a fan of Adam Buska's photography long before the No Hate campaign. He has such a great eye and this ability to put on canvas with these wonderful images. He's the best. I can't go myself. I hope you will. And if you do, say hi for me. And for the rest of us who aren't in Southern California, the No Hate campaign, that's NOH8campaign.com, has on their main page, on the front page, they have a guide to getting involved on No Hate Day. So I'm going to take advantage of that. In fact, I already have taken advantage of their suggestions, and I hope that you will too. And while you're there, I want you to go to the galleries, the photo galleries. That'd be nohatecampaign.com/photo-galleries. Scroll down to the images that are numbered 6001 to 6250. That's the first set of Chicago shots that were taken on October 11th. See who they selected as the cover boy for that album. If you guessed it was me, you'd be right. Yeah, the No Hate campaign, out of how many shots could they choose from? They picked me as the face on the cover of that album, and that album represents people in Chicago. I'm humbled and I'm proud, but thank you to the No Hate campaign. It's an honor. And so I'd like to wish you all happy No Hate Day, and I ask you to please do some of the suggestions that you find there on that website. That's nohatecampaign.com. And having said that, that's all I'm going to say.